You trust the offense or the defense more this year, knowing that this is a team for the last 5 years, you've been able to trust the defense more than the offense?
I think I actually trust the offense more, Grant. I mean, one thing that you do get with Brock Purdy is the offense is going to be on schedule. You know that they can move the football with regularity. And there's so many weapons on this team. I mean, CMC has completely transformed this offensive unit.
Yeah.
The head coach, who's been here for 7 years now, or going on 7
a
years,
game without CMC. 19.
right? Exactly,
Yeah. That's a
exactly.
good point. Yeah.
And then you've got the
What's
head
Brock
coach.
going to be doing without CMC? What's Brock going to do?
I mean, I don't know, but hopefully we don't have to find that out. But then the head coach has been calling plays for this offense for going on 7 years now. You've got a whole new play caller that's not going to be on the field, new to this team, hasn't even been acclimated with his best player. I really think that this might be the year they're an offensive team.
I feel it too. Like, I'm looking at Steve Wilkes' history as a defensive coordinator. He's been basically in charge of a defense 4 years, 3 years as 2 years as a defensive coordinator, one as a head coach. Carolina 2017, Arizona 2018, Cleveland 2019, and Carolina last year. Like, his defense is ranked 7th in yards in Carolina in 2017. Then he became the head coach, Arizona. That year, his defense ranked 20th in yards, 26th in points. That's out of 32. That's down at the bottom. Cleveland, his 1 year as a DC there, 22nd in yards, 20th in points fired. And then last year, 22nd in yards, 19 in points. Like, he doesn't necessarily have a track record of top 5 defenses. Never had one. So, yeah, he's got a really good roster, but he's sort of learning a new system. The Niners want him to do what he's been doing. He's never run wide 9 before. It's hard to stop the run running wide 9. Does he know how? We'll find out, because he didn't really have it in the preseason. They were giving up like 6 yards a carry.
Yeah. And how much does Bosa rectify that? I mean, Bosa's good, but I don't know that he solves all those problems with the run defense.
Does Hargrave solve the problems? I mean, he wasn't exactly a run stuffer in Philly. He wasn't playing the wide 9
about
defense
Hargrave
either.
Is in Pittsburgh he was actually a run stopper. Like, that's what he was. And then he became a pass rusher, and now he's just the pass rusher. I don't know. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, Bosa, like I said, Bosa helped. It almost makes you wonder, and these conversations did happen towards the end of last season, going into this offseason. But is there a chance, if they are struggling to stop the run, that they just say, you know what, on first down, Armstead needs to play outside, and we need another big body on the inside? Because if we put Armstead on the outside, then he can help stop the run, regardless of where he's at. You get another big guy in the middle. I mean, that might be the answer to the problem. I don't know. I'm just curious to see how this whole thing plays out.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's the one thing about Fred Warner. As great as he is, he's, I mean, not undersized for today's linebackers, but he's not the best at filling gaps and making plays and stopping the run. Like, that's not his strength. So if he now all of a sudden has to play near the line of scrimmage and be a run stuffer, that's not ideal either.
Armstead's great against the run. Bosa's good against the run. Hargrave, we'll see. Cleveland Farrell, we'll see. But what's interesting about the Niners, they've always wanted to do a rotation at D line, and like, there'll be drives where they'll have the entire second unit D line out there. The entire, like, Bosa's out, Hargrave's out, Armstead's out. We've seen that second unit D line. We saw it a lot in the preseason. No. It can't stop the run.
No.
Kevin Givens and Javon Kinlaw inside can't stop the run. So that's going to be multiple drives a game. Those guys, I mean, people are going to scout that. Hey, when the second string D-line is on the field, just run the ball every freaking time. You'll get like 7 yards carry. So
do you feel like that's why Kalia Davis made this team? Do we think that maybe he can be that run stuffer?
He better be. Yeah. Because I don't know the other people. I don't know that, 90 or 99 can or will be, but Kalia Davis, he hasn't played much, but when he was out there, it looked like he could hold his ground.
He's got a low center of gravity. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I really think putting Armstead back outside on first down might be the answer, but we'll see.
God, I hate that. I used to
I know.
argue about this
I know.
with Robert Sala. I hate it because he's excellent at defending the run at any spot. But once it's you have to. He's such a bad pass rusher as a DN. Like, not only is he not gonna ever get the quarterback as a DN, he'll let him out of the pocket to the right. And it's like, man, can you just at least keep him in there? And he's like, no. That's what he says with his play.
Ooh. Man,
Sorry,
I
Eric.
don't know. We'll see.